Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Let's Play Modded Endless Legend with some improved AI. Look at how pretty this game is. Let's all take a moment every day to appreciate how pretty things in our life are. And when I say things in our life, of course I mean video games, because who the hell has anything else in their life? Anyway, this is our situation. Let's talk a little bit about our situation. Let's focus in on the next hour, what do you call it? I don't know, 40 turns. Something like that. So, for one thing, I'm annoyed about our ocean access. We started in the middle of the top of the continent, which unfortunately means that we don't have access to any fortresses or facilities. The ocean is very powerful, and it sucks to not even have the option of getting into it. We do have, like, a sea ruin that we could hit if we got a boat. Basically, I'm pretty displeased about this. I do not know if it is the case that the Morgar have an ocean bias for their start. I bet that it is, though. So, my suspicion is that this is the east coast of the continent right here. And also, I mean, just based on the size of it, look at how much west there is. This can't be very far from the east edge. So if we could get Red to declare war on us, then we might be able to make some progress on that, because I think they're trapped to one region. They certainly can't have a lot. And I think we could win that war, provided that we can survive the initial assault, that is, because we do have to rebuild our army. Also, we have to rebuild our army. I'm not super pleased about that. We'll start doing that next turn after we've researched alchemical alloys, so that we can start building Yermax with titanium weapons. Titanium, not glass steel, because we have more titanium mining capacity, even though I know we have a stockpile of glass steel. Yeah, we want to get used to making our weapons out of titanium. Plus, titanium weapons are just better. Generally speaking, if you're not making weapons for ranged troops, I think you want to roll with titanium. Okay, what else? What else is important? We do need to keep expanding. It's going to be important that we don't get completely blocked in. We have a message. Oh, well. I dislike you more than Cold War. I are now at war. Are not, I all. I don't know, I was trying to do the thing he's doing, but it did not come through super clear. Alright, well. So I'm a little worried, but this is really probably pretty good for us. Just as a reminder, we don't have the ability to declare war. So I think it's probably the case that this turns out pretty good for us, because I think we can probably win this war. Now, Yermak have access to claws or spears. Do we know... Hold on. Do we know what his minor faction is? Silix. Okay, we're going for claws then. Here's the thing about Silix. Silix are not cavalry. The only reason, really, to use a spear over claws is because it has Cavalry Slayer. The other thing is, Silix are possibly the slowest minor faction units, possibly the slowest units in the game. Maybe Ursus are slower, but they both have, like, a spectacularly low initiative. In addition, Silix only have one combat movement, so I'm actually not that worried about him attacking me with an army made up of Silix and Masterbinds. It's not going to be a big problem. So let's put this design together. I'm pretty happy with that. 72 damage, 69 attack. I just finished the Yermax, and we didn't talk about what their deal is yet. So first of all, they're reasonably fast. They have Fast 1, which gives them +1 battle movement. I believe the way battle movement is calculated is that it's half of your normal map speed. So regular 4-speed units have 2 battle movement. Regular 6-speed cavalry units tend to have 3 battle movement. We have +1. I'm not sure. I guess our speed probably rounds down, so I bet we have 3 battle movement. And then we have sweep. When you attack... basically, it's like an arc attack. You know, it hits the guy you're attacking, and also enemy units that are in your melee range that are adjacent to the initial target. So it hits the guy in front of you, and basically the guy to the left and the right of him. And in addition, because we have the claws, we have Sweep Strike Back, which does the same thing, but on our counterattacks. So, Yermaks are very good at getting in and mixing it up with people. They're really good at fighting lines of enemies. In particular, it's really great to get them into a group of archers or something and just tear people apart. The Seekers are Dervishes, rather, sorry. Dervishes, pretty bad units. But the Yermak, I think, is fantastic. Speaking of this guy, though, we should probably give him some kind of thing. So let's... We probably want to save all of our titanium for upgrading, for making Yermaks. So why don't we give these guys glass steel hammers? The glass steel hammer lets them move a little bit faster. You can see it has some reasonable amount of initiative. Because if you're wondering why it says -8 initiative plus 18 initiative, it's because hammers have minus initiative on them. But then things that are made of glass steel have plus, and for some reason it doesn't combine the lines. So we have stun too because of our hammer, and I think that that's a compelling enough reason to give them a thing to boost their initiative so that they can, you know, go early and maybe get their stun off before the enemy attacks. Alright, I know we have at least one dervish left. I think it's in the capital. Yeah, so let's retrofit that guy. And move toward the front. I don't know exactly what... Ooh, we can snatch these pearls real quick. We're certainly not in imminent danger. Alright, and it's going to be 9 turns? Really? Alright. Listen, I think we want to get this megapole done, right? So, let's focus on that. What else do we want? So we're building the megapole. Grudge has stuff to do. Shulna's going to be focused on building troops for a little while. So this will be a good time to research things that I don't have to build things to take advantage of. We will need meritocratic promotion eventually, but our gold margin is pretty slim right now. We're very slightly positive. And the moment you finish researching meritocratic promotion, all of your armies have extra military upkeep. You can see they're -2 dust a turn. Whether or not they're using the additional size. So I think we want to go for something else. Basically, I'm saying I think I want to get Diplomat's Mance. It's been a little while, thanks to the Broken Lord series that we were playing recently. It's been a little while since I've had the ability to do diplomacy. I've been playing against a lot of necrophages. I'm eager to get back to it, and I think it would really be cool if we could get like green on our side for a little while, and we could root out red and then like figure out what's going on with our western border. We do need to keep settling. We're gonna get blocked in here. Green just took Cyan. If Green takes Delhi, we're well and truly screwed. I do not want to fight an enemy that is on all sides of us. So this is everything. We still have we have an injured hero. Yeah. Would have been cool if I could have clicked on assign hero a little faster. But also, I mean, it's a little bit exploity. It's just like, oh, you know, I never had the army, so you can't destroy it. It's a little... If you get caught in a bad position, you take your lumps. Alright, so like I'm saying, I think we want to try to make friends with Green. I do not want to fight a two-front war right now. Even like disregarding what would happen if we got surrounded or whatever. If we're going to be fighting Enolia, let's just be fighting Enolia. Hopefully Green is amenable. I mean, there's no particular reason to assume they will be. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like there was something important I was supposed to do. Okay, here we go. This is not a good army. Okay, so he's got Harmonite 3. Those are some reasonable stats. Masterminds are not actual combat units. The goal, you want to have like 5 real units and 1 mastermind, because that bloodlust ability they have is pretty significant. It allows them to cast a buff on a friendly target that increases damage and attack, I believe, and also gives them some extra movement at the cost of doing damage to them. But you can see their stats are garbage. Like, that dude only has 40 damage, and with 24 attack, he's actually only going to be doing 20 damage basically all the time, except for the times when he does 0. So this is a pretty bad army composition. I'm a little bit less concerned than I was, although I guess, you know, it is still 6 units. I think we're going to pull these guys over to Dust. I think we need to keep Heilemann and Shulna on Industry, but we need more money coming in, because we gotta buy back this hero eventually, and also outfit her with stuff. But I'm feeling pretty confident about holding off this army. So it's not going to be able to attack Shulna this turn. Going for Grodage would be crazy, I think. Alright, so we gave our hero, I think, the maximum amount of time to heal. But I do think we had to buy her back now. Alright, so we got the restore cost down to 104. Alright, what can we do for you as far as weaponry goes? Okay, so we have 3 options for weapons. We can get a weapon that does slow down on attack, minus 50% battle movement for 2 turns on target. Like I said, the battle movement of a Silic is already 1, so this is not awesome. Exhaustion is minus, I think, 20%? Yeah, minus 20% defense, and our final option, Unsteady, is minus 20% attack. I think we want to give them minus defense because we're going to be focus firing a lot. And if you hit something with exhaustion and drop its defense, and then you hit it 4 times in quick succession, this is exhaustion. I think is the biggest contribution that the hero can possibly make to our combat capability. And we're pretty short on dust, so let's see exactly what we can. Okay, we can just barely full equip. That's cool. Oh, Shulna's Governor should get equipped too. Can I afford to give him a glass steel weapon? No, it costs a little bit too much dust. Alright, well if I can't do that, there's no way I'm going to be able to give him anything else, I don't think. Yeah. Alright, we can try to do it quickly at the beginning of the next turn. We can maybe give him a little something. Also, religious fervor. Right as we're about to want to start negotiating with other players, we get a huge injection of influence. That's pretty fantastic. Alright. So as soon as it says turn 37 in the bottom right corner, I'm clicking in here and trying to equip our dude. Okay, let's go for glass steel sword. Apply. Alright, and then we'll try to get him some armor before his city gets attacked. And we're going for Impassioned Preacher. Obviously, it's a pretty solid governor skill, just makes all your citizens more effective. Okay. Oh, another unit's coming in. Oh, no, never mind, it's a settler. Alright, we'll deal with this in a second. Oh, we produced science. Cool. Exit the Chosen. I did this already, I just didn't dismiss the thing. We've got Diplomat's Manse. Do I want to pick up Meritocratic Promotion yet? If I'm not getting Meritocratic Promotion, what would I get? What's our approval level right now? It's lowish. And if we settle again, it's just going to get lower. So we could go for Central Market, which is a fine building. I think we're going to skip this for now. We will get it, but we don't need it right this second, so I'm not going to research it yet. It's going to be like Central Market and Imperial Highways are the most important 2 techs for us, but it's also important not to fall behind on science, and we're a little low on industry, so it might be to our benefit to pick up one of the industry buildings, or one of the industry technologies, and I really do like canal locks a lot. Alright, let's make this our next priority. Alright, is everything else settled? Are we... Okay. Let's do it. So... this looks worse than it is. And I definitely don't think that this is their odds of winning the battle. What do we have, 100 fortification to work with? And how scary are the Harmonite? 52 damage and 60 damage. Alright. Let's maybe do like this. I don't necessarily want the hero in front. So let's talk real quick about Harmonite. They have stun and beam, which lets them, their attack hits the thing they're fighting, and then also the 2 spaces behind that thing in a straight line through it. Neither of those work on counterattack. And like I said, these guys have really sad initiative, so we just want to make sure that we are getting the attacks off, and that they are getting only counterattacks off. Our hero has increased fire, plus 75% attack. I don't think that this is necessary for us. Well, their defense is pretty high. Still, I think I would rather have her attacking and distributing the defense debuff. Alright. Oh, no first turn stun. It might just be confirmation bias at this point, but it seems like a stun on the first action of battle is very common. Alright, so they hit pretty hard. But we have a lot of fortification, and we sort of outnumber them in the sense that we have way more, like, useful troops than they do. Alright, we're going to move to here, because these troops are ranged, which means they get minus morale for adjacent enemies, so by standing here we're lowering their stats a little bit. And there's no particular reason we need to not be here. And then everybody just please continue to hammer on this dude. Unlucky stun? No, really bad attack, in fact. Well, actually, I maybe should have attacked this guy with our hero, just to get maximum value out of the defense debuff, you know, keep it applied to all active targets. That is crappy. We're dealing no damage. Yeah, we're taking way more damage than we are putting out, and that is upsetting. Because numerically, I think we should have a pretty significant advantage in this battle. And I mean, if we lose the militia, it's not a big deal. We need to stop dealing 0 damage. It feels like we're dealing 0 damage most of the time now. You can see these masterminds aren't exactly tearing it up over here, but neither are we. Alright, well, we finally managed to get some meaningful damage done there. I can't believe it took us 5 entire rounds to bring down a single Silic. It's a little bit silly. Alright, come on, hero. I want to see this other Silic die. Because these guys are easy pickings. They have very poor stats. There we go. Alright, we traded 2 militia for the only 2 units in their army that are capable of dealing damage. I don't feel too bad about that. Keep moving up our class tree, as we are wont to do. Alright, so the city is going to take fortification damage in excess of its fortifications, so it's going to start grinding down the health of the units in the city, including the city's governor, I believe. So obviously we want to nip this in the bud. This is probably not... actually, you know what? With our dervish as low on health as he is, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should have waited a turn until the city could help us out. Well, too late now. Alright. If you're wondering why I moved them like this, like I moved this guy from here to here, it's because I want the point of morale from them standing next to each other, and standing on a city space is supposed to give you 3 morale, but I've witnessed that it does not always work if the city is under siege. I'm not sure if it's supposed to not work in those circumstances, or if it's buggy or what's going on, but I didn't want to take the chance of it not happening. Okay, we got a stun there, we got a couple of big hits. I think we are gonna lose this dervish though, actually. Maybe I should. I'm gonna bail the dervish out. Dervish, you've done some fine work here. Why don't you take the rest of the day off? I do not think that we're going to be able to keep the dervish away from him forever. So, these guys actually have very poor movement. If you're wondering why they're traveling so fast, it's because they get basically quadruple movement as long as they're moving over rivers. Alright, so I'm going to run all the way to the back here. And yeah, just get to the highest possible ground so that we get the high ground bonus no matter what terrain they happen to step on. The high ground bonus, in case you're curious, is just plus 30% attack. I don't know if the tooltip was visible for long enough for that to be meaningful. I'm going to actually back up. My goal here is trying to make it hard for them to get pot shots on us if they're also chasing the dervish. Like, this guy's going to have to make a decision which thing he wants to do this turn. And he chose chase that dervish. I'm okay with that. So yeah, as you can see, they're not... Masterminds are not great units. Well, there's no way we get out of this, I don't think. So let's spend our final action trying to murder this mastermind. Okay, I think that dervish did good work while he was alive. We're gonna need these Yermaks to be coming out a little bit faster than it looks like they're going to, though. Alright, so it's just gonna be 2 heroes against 2 masterminds. I have to say, I feel like that's slightly in our favor. What do you mean no action point left? Huh. Well, I mean, there's not anything fancy to do here, really. Yeah, hero kills them both, takes basically no damage, because masterminds are not actually combat units. Okay, we have 118 influence to work with, and we just won a battle. Pitying. Pitying might work in our favor. Okay, he's close on peace. I would really like peace. He's driving a hard bargain here. Okay, we can give him Imperial coinage. We can give him Diplomat's Mans. Neither of these really threatens us. Like, him having Diplomat's Mans is not dangerous for me. And he considers this to be a pretty good deal. It is expensive, influence-wise, but the AI is very unlikely to drop from peace to a declaration of war, in my experience. I guess, I don't know if that's true with the improved AI mod, though. I don't know. Maybe this is not a real plan. I'm doing it. Okay. Let's talk about Empire Plan. What can we make out of what we have left? Well, definitely, we're getting 24 per turn. We're going to get it twice more. So we'll have enough for 1 branch. In order to get 2 branches, we would have to make 36 per turn. So I'd have to move 6 citizens over, I think. You know, I think we're just gonna accept that we're only getting a single pip Empire Plan this time around. That's fine. I suppose we should post up somewhere where we can see the border. Like, this is pretty good, just to be able to make some decisions intelligently. While all the sieging is happening, citizens are continuing to be born. Things are being okay. Do we have the ability to buy anything interesting from the market? We have some gold, some wine, and some... Or not wine. Dye and emeralds. We do have some wine, but there's no wine for sale. So we could buy enough dye or emeralds to push a booster, which would not change our approval status. What do we have access to here? Ooh. Okay, are we going to have 30 extra? We need to have 60. We're going to gain 48 and be at 96. So yeah, we do have 30 extra influence above our Empire Plan. So I think we should maybe assimilate these guys. They lower the cost of buildings by 15% because we have 3 villages. And this is going to probably take a couple of turns off of our megapole, which could be valuable because once that city with the megapole is finished with the megapole, it can start building troops at a pretty good clip. Alright, I'm going to do that. Thank you very much, influence from anomalies. Alright, so now not only are we at peace with him, so it's harder for him to move to war, he likes us a little bit because we gave him a deal that was in his favor, at least that he views as being in his favor. So I'm pretty happy about that. Seriously, though, we need those Yermaks. This stuff's got to get done. Alright, 9 more turns on the Megapole. Ideli really needs to be settled. So we're losing minor faction quests left and right as the minor factions get cleared out by the other players. Poor Mathanir. We will never be able to take advantage of your completely bananas. Look at how good that is. Even without all the extra influence, it's so good. If we were going to settle Ideli, somehow I'd already forgotten the name, it would be around this anomaly, I would imagine. We need the dust. Maybe up here? There's not really a very compelling settle anywhere in this region. Up here, at least, it's hard to surround it. Yeah. It's not a great settle, but it is tactically important. Just to try to push out a little bit. If things go well, we should be able to take Enolia. That'll give us 4 regions right here. But if green settles around us and we only get 4 regions, I don't think we win the game. What is this? This is 4 masterminds. I almost want to just attack them. Alright, so should Grodej put up a settler? No, we can't afford to move Grodej off of Dust right now, though. I think we need them on Dust, so... Alright, we'll just have Grodej do what Grodej is doing. Maybe a settler following the Megapole will be fast enough? What is this? Green just got black spotted. Interesting. Well, I think Red's feeling a little desperate. They're not at war with Green as well, are they? Oh, Yermaks. Keep making Yermaks. Only 5 turns this time. It's getting better. Alright. Let's check the diplomatic status really quickly. Okay, no, still Cold War with Red. Red's nervous. Well, that actually is probably good for us. Green getting black spotted if it leads to pink and blue. Hello. If it leads to pink and blue harassing them, that'd be good for us. We don't want green to get a total runaway. Who is this? Wildwalkers. Purple is Wildwalkers. Do we know what blue is? I can see this extractor. That is a Vaulter building, I believe. So is there any player that we don't know yet? I don't think I know anything about pink. Okay. And I think, as much as I love science, I think we really need the dust right now. I don't think we can afford to drop that. Alright, I feel confident that a Yermak and a hero can take out 4 masterminds. So we might try to do that. I don't think we're going to be able to catch them. Yeah, they're too close to the city. I don't want to fight the whole city. What's this? Okay, somebody built the museum. Oh, they want to do this. That's weird. Okay, well this will give us a good chance to show off the Yermak in action. So there's no sense in us not being right up on them as much as possible. Oh, except that with the Yermak only having 3 speed and it costing 2 speed to enter a forest, we won't actually be able to attack them. So we want to start back so they have to come to us. They have 4 move effectively along the river, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to... I know this is blocking a reinforcement slot, but I think I'm going to do this. Well, we can't really put the Yermak in a position to be able to attack but not get attacked. It's fine. So we'll just do this with you. Buff his attack. He has 122 to... Okay, he doesn't need his attack buffed, actually. He's totally set. Alright. So the two of us don't do anything. They get their big river move. My units move forward a little bit. Okay, here we go. So we want the Yermak to attack right here. I want you to attack that guy. And yeah, you guys just kill whatever's left. So we get to see the Yermak do his thing now. Yeah, pretty good. 125 and 42. And keep in mind, because he has claws, he has that on counterattacks as well. He's just a big, beefy guy who does lots of damage to lots of targets. Basically, the perfect unit. Except, you know, he's not ranged. Ranged units are the perfect unit. Okay, obviously, we're going to flatten these guys because masterminds are not actual combat units. Unfortunately, looks like we're going to be engaging in a little bit of bottlenecking here. Not letting the Yermak through. Wow, really? I did 0 damage. I can't believe that a mastermind standing all by itself there has the defense necessary to make me do 0 damage. Interesting. I did this move so that the Yermak could attack. Okay, well, I respect what he's doing here. He's trying to kite us, use his superior range to keep him alive. Unfortunately, he's gonna find that that's slightly ineffective. Wow, what the hell? Our Yermak took over 50 damage there? It's a little crazy. Okay, but my suspicion is he doesn't have a very good army if he's throwing that at us. What are we talking about to buy out here? We also could consider buying mercenaries. Mercenaries are not terrible. Yeah, like a mercenary daemon or something could be cool. 320. We'll see. So let's go back to our perch and just keep waiting. Waiting while everything gets built. I'm starting to get real nervous about New Delhi. Purple is in my territory, stealing my pearls. Yeah, okay. What are we talking about as far as buyout costs here? Okay, I'm not going to be able to rush this by very much, it turns out. Alright, well... We're still not really close to using meritocratic promotion yet. So why don't we pick up Central Market? I think Central Market's a little bit better for us than Imperial Highways. Obviously, we'll be getting both of them. How many techs do we still need? 5? Yeah, we got plenty of time before we need to be thinking about what's next. I don't really want to be sitting back and waiting. I do not want them to get to Adamantine and Palladian before we attack. So we might go before we have 6 units in meritocratic promotion. We might go with a group of 4. Did I see movement? Huh. Guess not. Oh. Okay, this one's actually all Harmonite. I don't really want to fight that this far from the city. Okay. Just gotta remember to mash the button as the new turn begins. We definitely don't want to fight 4 Harmonites outside the city. Alright, so we're getting to the point where we might be able to buy something significant. Oh, pink was cultists. Yep, cultists have a tendency to die early. Alright, so we get another Yermak coming. Some Drakenlings. Trying to keep an eye out for settlers. Because green might cross our territory trying to settle in Delhi if he's interested in doing that. Alright, well let's try to make it so they attack the city instead of attacking our unit. Maybe benefit from a small amount of fortification. Because really, we want to try to limit the amount of damage we're taking as we're gearing up. Alright, so what does it cost to buy out a Yermak? $7.93. That's actually not cheap. Okay, so the cultist tree is pretty powerful. Big science bonuses, big influence bonuses, big dust bonuses, but I think we're actually going to put more points into Impassioned Preacher for now, because Impassioned Preacher is the only thing in this tree that's going to get us more industry, which is the resource we need most right at this moment. Alright, well, we're going to have to do this. The Draken have beaten us to having good trade routes. Alright. We should be able to do this, right? I don't know. Honestly, this is a lot worse for us than the 6-unit army was. Yeah, we can do this. It's gonna hurt, though. We're definitely gonna lose some units here. If we're crafty, we may be able to make it just be militia. Alright. This is going to play out very similarly to a recent battle. I guess the question is, how much do we want to... Why don't I do this? Then you attack here. My thinking is that I want to limit... Yeah. My thinking is that I want to limit the number of Silics that have access to us. If I attack from this side, this guy can move here and attack. If we only attack from this arc, only these two get to participate in combat this turn. These two both have to spend their whole turn moving toward nothing, and it gives our reinforcing Yermaks a little bit of time to get in the fight. So we just attack these guys so that they don't get to attack. Keep them from choosing the targets or getting the use out of any of their capacities. Okay, now we are in a position where we have to do things a little bit differently. Actually, can we... I'm pretty annoyed that this guy goes before this guy, because if that wasn't the case, we could have them split up and everybody could get attacks in on him. You only have to move... Shit, man. Yeah, so we have to do this. Because we can't let this guy have his own attack. Alright, I'm just trying to spread around the defense debuffs. Okay. Best case scenario there. Alright, we've actually done quite a bit of damage with our, what do you call it, with our militia. Now the Yermaks are able to get in on it properly. Oh, what a bad move he made. That was terrible. You don't want to move there. Lower this guy's defense, and then here we go with the big sweep. Okay, seeing a lot of zeros here. Wait, nobody's attacking this guy? That's fine. Do I want to move the injured Yermak out? I think I do. I think I want to try to preserve these guys as much as possible. This dude still has fortification HP. So better to let him attack. And it doesn't matter if the militia die, obviously. This hero has not been spectacularly useful. Okay, not too bad. We didn't lose any units there. We didn't really even take very much damage. We lost a militia. Okay. Seriously, though, we need units a little bit more quickly than we are producing them. Could buy a mercenary or two. So we'd have 380 health. Because our mercenaries have more health. But aside from that, his stats are going to be pretty bad. Well, 51 attack, 39 damage really isn't that bad. Still. Yeah, I think let's try to spend this money improving our economy. So I can hire a governor. Strikes Far is available. Food and industry boost, that's pretty good. Or I could save this up and use it to buy a troop, to rush a troop, and get an improvement to our economy through cold-blooded murder. And I think that that's the strong play. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to queue up another Yermak, and we're gonna rush the second one as soon as we can afford to, and then with these two and the two in the queue here, we're gonna make a move. Because again, I don't want to give him too much time to generate better units. Oh, there's going to be a winter really soon. 1 to 3 turns. That's not ideal. I don't want to be marching in the winter. It looks like we might actually get the Megapole, which I am cautiously excited about. What is this? Who is this? Okay, it's just green. Just green doing what green's doing. Yep, losing minor faction quests left and right. Alright, I think we can push Enolia down, probably. I would suspect that it's going to have a full garrison, though, because AI cities almost always have a full garrison if they've been around for more than a couple of turns. Oh, fall back. We want him to start the fight with the city, not with our army. Do I want to build a Yermak here as well? Okay. You should, like, have a geomic labs eventually. Grudge is very clearly, though, just about getting the money. Alright, I think I want to pump a settler out and claim Ideli. Purple is expanding in a way that's making me a little uncomfortable, and I really do want to make sure we get that settled. Okay, so we're going to be able to cut most of the last Yermak's build off. He's going to be considerably shortened. Okay, 2 turns to make the settler. What is this? Okay. Green was able to buy off their black spot. I got that Megapole. Alright, we're doing stuff. We need to do some research, though. Well, let's pick... I guess let's pick up meritocratic promotion. Oof. We gotta work on that science. Is this 2 Harbonites? Okay. I see what they're trying to do. They want me to fight them instead of just attacking the city and getting totally routed. And I think it's for the best that we do. But this is going to lead to our actual units taking the damage a little bit more than it has in the past. Although, you know, I think we're just going to have them start back here. And we're still going to let the city do a lot of the work. Alright, you and you... Actually, let's move everybody up such that the Harmonite cannot attack us this turn, but we're poised to counter. Yeah, and you go ahead and attack him, because why wouldn't you? She can even stand a little further back. We do need more ranged units, and it is the case that we do not have any ranged units in our... I pretty sure I gave you a command and it wasn't that. Did I tell him to move to the same space I told the Yermak to move to? That could be what happened. You know what? Why don't you guys just back it up for a second? Let's let this shake out first. I cannot remember what I was saying. I was talking about something else. Who cares? Alright, just like, as always, just trying to make sure that their attack is exhausted. Okay, good solid kill. Yeah, we don't have to commit the Yermaks to this. City will handle it. I can't believe he keeps sending these little piecemeal forces at us. He'd be doing so much better if he had just, like, combined this wave and the last wave together and sent that after us. So clearly the improved AI mod doesn't fix that weird behavior. Alright, finish him off, exit. Yeah, good work. We are getting lots of XP. So that's nice. Alright, so we're going to get some production overflow here. We might even be able to buy out this Yermak this coming turn, depending on how much overflow there is. Ugh, what a time. What a time for winter. We are just the tiniest amount short. That is fixable. Oh, now we are black spotted. Boy, I sure hope green doesn't take advantage of this. So this is another reason that we have to deal with red now, because we cannot be black spotted. Alright, oh, I was gonna say, why did I get dust? What did I do? But it's because somebody used the auction, or the marketplace. And we get dust whenever that happens. Alright, so this'll be it. We're going for it. Gee, I hope this is good enough to get the job done. Alright. It's gonna be a little bit of a walk. What are we looking at? 1 to 19 turns. Not a lot of information on when that's gonna end. Alright. Well, we know roughly where we're going. We're at peace now, so green can't attack us even in neutral territory, which will be nice. 4 turns, really. Yeah, okay, these cities are actually only different on industry by 6. This is the effect of Exit the Chosen. He's doing fine work. He's acting as a megapole. So I kind of want to build a central market before I make any more units. I just want to push our empire approval up, especially considering that we're about to found a city, which may move it somewhat dramatically in the other direction. Alright, we're definitely going to keep pumping out the Yermaks, though, because I bet, just a feeling I have, bet we're going to need some reinforcements. Oh. Alright, well that's that. Somebody built a Guardian. We don't know who. Let's take a quick look at the... Oh, interesting. Pink is the one who built the museum and then immediately gave it away to somebody else. When I say somebody else, I'm sure I mean green, right? Yeah, that bit of colored border that was visible through the fog, no longer visible. So green has the museum and is quite large. And we know there's an enemy army in these spaces up here somewhere. I mean, we have to turn around and deal with it. Or maybe we don't have to turn around. Oh. Okay, oh, you are. I was gonna say, we'll just put the new city on dust. That'll fix it. Yeah, this is a fair point. The new city should probably be building stuff. Maybe that stuff. And Grodej needs to move at least one person to food, which is going to exacerbate our dust issue. Alright, well, I think that's got to be it. I'm not happy about it. So it may be that we don't have to turn this army around. It might be that the Red Army will come out of the darkness and attack the city, and then we can just move afterward. That would be the best thing for us. Right, because we're in range of that. Okay, it's 3 Harmonites and 1 Mastermind. That's a better composition, for sure. Okay, so we'll win this fight, and then we'll move forward and threaten them a lot with violence. These guys are just Harmonite 3s. Yeah, they're not anything new or terrifying. I mean, I think the layout we had last time is still going to be effective. It is a little unfortunate that the Yermaks are faster than the militia, because I actually would really like it if we oof. 0 damage. I did notice, though, that the sweep caused the attack to hit the Mastermind, which is interesting because the Mastermind is separated from the Yermak by a cliff. It's also interesting that he chose not to move at all, but I'm gonna start moving units up because we have to clear the way for the Yermaks. Lower that defense. Let's get an actual hit here. Well, okay. This guy's out of fortification now, so it would be really nice if we could get a little bit of serious damage. Actually, we should have done this from here, so that we're sharing morale amongst our troops. Alright, everybody just go, yeah, murder. Do murder. This is gonna be good. Alright, I appreciate that the new Yermaks that are coming in actually have higher initiative than the one that we started with. It means he's not getting all torn to pieces. Getting to spread the damage out over a couple of guys. Wow, good hit. Okay, so we only actually took damage on 1 of our Yermaks, right? Oh, he survived. Okay. Yeah, we only took damage on 1, but it was a fair amount of damage. Or maybe that guy was injured already. He's definitely pretty injured now. Alright, Exit the Chosen is going to max out Impassioned Preacher, I think. We really just want that industry. Alright, what is this? Search ruins in this. Well, if I had a spare person, I would go for it. But we're a little busy. 50 Palladium is a pretty rich reward. I would like that. I just don't think we have the time. Also, it would be kind of cool if this was a really short winter. Because my economy is floundering a little bit. Well, okay. Asking he shall receive, apparently. Oh, they attacked me before I could start the siege. You get out of here. Don't you attack my cities just because I'm black spotted. Uh-oh. Okay, so some Harmonite 3s, Militia, Iraku the Third, who has pretty okay stats. Well, let's do it, I guess. I want to know how this works out before I make any other decisions this turn. So, wait. Can I see If I click outside of here. Okay, that's more Harmonite in boats, and we saw 6 boats up here as well. I don't like this. It's making me nervous. Okay. I guess somebody should be up here. He is bringing in the reinforcements. He's going for it. He's going to try to wipe us out. Harsh, but definitely correct. So here's the thing. If we move somebody to here to take advantage of the sweep, they'll be vulnerable to this Harmonite. So I'm just not going to do that. We can fight this guy entirely from spaces that don't allow this one to attack. And so that's what we shall do. Alright, so the first thing we do is nuke his defense. Wasn't exactly how I was expecting things to go. Okay, we definitely want to do this. Actually, you should go here. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, this guy goes here. This guy just goes here, I guess? It's not really like a super great place for these guys to go. Okay. We're taking a lot of damage. I can't believe we lost a Yermak there. 2 of them died already. Wow, that's crappy. A 0? Really? Well, we've done a good job of pinning them. The reinforcements aren't coming in as quickly as they'd like, but we are getting massacred over here. And this thing where we deal 0 damage all the time has actually killed us. Alright, well, we can do a little bit of kiting, but that turned out pretty poorly. Okay, if you're curious what happens there, the hero Iraku has the Hecatomb ability. He places it on a friendly unit. It just sits there as a buff, and then when that unit dies, it explodes and deals damage to all of the things that are adjacent to it that it hates. Alright, well, I don't think we get a kill for this. We took a lot of damage very quickly, like more damage than I think was being reported in the numbers. Right? Because that one guy only got hit once from full health and he died. This is the second one who died, I think. So that's not very good. Alright, after you finish this, you have got to produce units. And actually, we need you on full tryhard mode here. Alright, so there's more enemies coming. Actually, it probably just makes more sense to let's position you sort of centrally so that you're ready to guard against anything, and then pop Nala over to you. Yeah, I'm really surprised at how poorly that attack went. That was a little crazy. Alright, are you gonna start stuff? Oh, his units have 35 damage. I'm actually not that concerned. So this is a pair of Harmonists, right? What is the best way to attack these guys? I don't really want to be on this side of them, but I also don't want to be way down here. I wish we could just enter this space, but it's cliffed in a really awkward way. I guess this is close to... Yeah, they got a whole lot of something floating in the water over there. The units from the city need to be able to attack. Alright, well, this is crappy. A crappy thing has been done here. Actually, you know what? Over here is the safest place to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna plink away at these guys, I guess. I really thought we were going to be able to use the units from the city, which is why I attacked here, but obviously the city's under siege. That's not really how it works. They actually can't get to us in time to attack, though, so we're just going to take pot shots. Get a little bit of free damage inflicted. So stuff like this is why it's important to manually control your battles. Because this is just free damage, but if we had autoed the battle, obviously our units would have just charged mindlessly into combat and sucked and died. Okay, a little bit of free damage. We have to initiate the combat from inside the city if we want to use the units that are inside the city. I'm a little worried about what there's 6 of over here. I keep seeing it just as I'm walking past. Oh hey, we're over the hour. Okay, well, let's do a little cleanup here. We'll figure out the rest of it. Okay, so this is 4 Harmonites and 2 Masterminds. That's a much better troop composition than they generally go for. Hey Green, do you maybe want to help a brother out? Because, you know, we're friends. Red is clearly not your friend. Green, seriously. I'll give you $10. It's taking forever to load the diplomacy screen here. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal o' mine. Don't you want to declare war on Red? Wow, that's a very expensive term. Well, shoot. They do not, in fact, want to declare war on Red. Alright, well, the troops are coming, but they're not coming as fast as I would like. It looks like this dude's headed for the capital. Well, it's going to take him a couple of turns of movement to get there. By that time, we'll have this Yermak finished. We should make sure Syria Lastra is equipped with real gear, though. Alright, we're not so tight on resources that I don't think we can afford Breakwall anymore. And let's make sure that we're wearing actual armor and stuff. Okay, so that I don't have to remember to do this next time. So this is where we're going to call it for today. I have to admit, I'm very disappointed by the way the attack went. Really thought that was going to work. You know, this is a decision that... Oops, sorry, I was trying to off-click. Oh, alright, mouse. Take it easy. We gotta get more science. We need right-of-way as well, but we need more science. It cannot be taking us 10 turns to research things. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Come back next time. Apparently, this war against Red is gonna be a whole drawn-out affair, and not the quick stomping that I was hoping for. Oh, also, stuff is happening, because Blue is taking things from Purple, and... Did Blue have this? Yeah, Blue had this. Alright, anyway, yeah, next time, more violence, and we'll see you then.